Why does Warzone suck a huge, massive, fat wiener when it comes to a battle royale and a first-person shooter? Now, I'm going to get this right out of the way, right up front. I am a big Call of Duty fan. I grew up playing Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation 3. It is a big part of my childhood. I also like the Black Ops game. Mason, what do the numbers mean? You know, amazing story and whatnot. That was the golden era of Call of Duty. And Call of Duty is still enjoyable. That's why I play it. That's why I've been streaming it the last couple nights. It's still fun. I like, me personally, I like classic traditional Call of Duty. Free-for-all, 6v6 team deathmatch, search and destroy, control, kill confirm, games like that. A battle royale, I think, should be left to other means, such as PUBG, Apex Legends, Fortnite, H1Z1, whatever. Pick your poison. Maybe even Spellbreak if you like to use a wand instead of a gun. What I will say for Warzone, why it is so successful, even though the developers said they didn't even expect that the game would last this long. They thought people would get fizzled out after 6 to 8 months. They didn't expect the success that the game got. Why the game is good is because it has the Call of Duty shooting mechanics, which haven't really changed. The actual way a gun handles with your controller thumb or with your mouse wrist has been the same. It has the same shooting mechanics that we've become accustomed to and love from Call of Duty. So when you apply that to a battle royale, which is a fun genre, I mean, you're all dropping on equal playing field. You don't have any gear besides a pistol in Warzone, a little Glock. You have to loot up. So that's that's actually a little too bright on my face. It's scorching my corneas. So when you implement the shooting mechanics of Call of Duty with the gameplay of a battle royale, plus the loyal fan base of Call of Duty fans that'll play a stinky turd in a foil wrapping served in a box annually. We've been releasing a Call of Duty game annually for the longest time, and it needs to stop. They cannot keep up with the quality control or the QC. Some of these games have launched with some major bugs and glitches in the campaign, in the Spec Ops mode, if that's applicable, in the Zombies mode, if that's applicable, in the Battle Royale mode, if that's applicable, and certainly in the multiplayer. Lots of issues with gun balancing and whatnot, which that actually is not even the developing house that developed the game. That's not Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games. That's Activision Blizzard. That's Bobby Kotick and the boys. Did you just throw me $2 and a thumbs up? I'll take the thumbs up right next to that $2. And this isn't the first battle royale. You know, they had Blackout, and was that Black Ops 3? I believe they had the Blackout battle royale. It took off, and they knew that Warzone would do good. They didn't expect the success that it's getting now. In fact, to the point to where they've actually sicked Raven Software strictly on not developing their own games anymore, but only doing updates and patches for Warzone. That is all they do for them now, is Warzone content. Warzone sucks. I'm going to list it on as many fingers as I have here. First of all, the balancing issues. Everything is always overpowered or underpowered. Constantly. They cannot get the weapon balancing right, to the point to where the major streamers that actually have their whole career rely upon this can't play it because it's not enjoyable. 2 would be a stagnant map. We've been with Verdansk for over a year now, since the game launched, or about a year actually. And people are pleading for a new map and we don't get it. In fact, we were supposed to get a new map. It was kind of rumored that they were going to take an undeveloped map from Battlefield 4 and repurpose it, finish it, put new textures in it, and that was going to be our new map. We did not get that, so people are sick of the same map. At least like Apex and Fortnite, they mix up the same map or they add new map packs. We've been on Verdansk for a long time, so we're up to 2 reasons right now. The third one would be cheaters. It is absolutely plagued with cheaters right now. It is ridiculous. There's such, all games have hackers and cheaters, but the thing is though, this game actually has an anti-cheat that's running. So it's clearly not doing its job, or Activision Blizzard doesn't care enough. Hackers continue to make new accounts, which they have to pay for a new account, a new copy of the game. So they're making money. They don't care. Besides Escape from Tarkov, which actually has gotten a lot better, I would say that Warzone is actually the worst first-person shooter right now for hackers. And it's specific to Warzone. It's not really happening as bad in Cold War or traditional Modern Warfare 2019 reboot. The fourth one over here would be the fact that there are a lot of bugs and glitches in the game. So a lot of times you'll be playing, and there were some major ones where people were sinking into the bottom of the map and they were able to peekaboo like a mole out of the ground, and you couldn't hit them, but they could hit you because they're literally clipped into the map, into the ground. Stuff like that. Those are major bugs and glitches. Those aren't just cosmetic things like we had to deal with Cyberpunk 2077, where it's like, okay, well, that's weird. The trees have no gravity. They're like floating around all crazy. That's just silly. You can laugh at that if you're streaming or something, but you can't laugh at it when you're streaming and you're getting absolutely anally wrecked because somebody's clipped into a wall or something. Or there'd be times where you aim down sights and your target reticle actually doesn't look like a, you know, a 3-post iron sight, or doesn't look like a holographic red dot. It's all glitched out and pixelated, and you're like, what the heck, man? So just issues like that is really frustrating. The next one would be there are server issues a lot of times, which is pretty unacceptable considering this is one of the most played games in the world. It has some of the highest concurrent players, and it's one of the most popular categories on Twitch daily, besides just chatting, of course. Warzone is always right up there. As far as just a video game is concerned, people streaming a game, Warzone is always top up there. At least top 3 for the day. So the fact that a lot of people are playing it, they need to beef up those servers a little bit. Sometimes it takes a long time to get in the match, and you shouldn't be sitting there in lobby twiddling your fingers and finger popping your ass. You should be able to hop into a game. Like even Escape from Tarkov, which is made by a small development house, Battle State Games, by Nikita and the boys, that's even getting quick now to get into a raid. So, all right, so the next one would be what people like to call SBMM. And by the way, when I share my screen again here, I have articles pulled up to solidify all these statements that I'm making for you guys about, you know, Nick Merckx explains why Apex Legends is harder than Call of Duty, harder but more enjoyable. That's why him and Tim are playing that now as their primary. Call of Duty bug makes heartbeat sensor completely useless. Warzone's pay-to-win matchmaking. Warzone players call for a payload game that needs major changes. Tired of repetitive seasonal operators and story. Like, these are just some of the articles that I pulled up instantly when I searched for Warzone news. I didn't search for negative Warzone news. I didn't search for Warzone sucks. I just searched for Warzone news, and all the articles that pop up, next song please, are negative. They're inherently negative. That's not good. That's not a good thing for such a big game that so many people enjoy playing. But the next one here is that what people like to refer to as SBMM or skill-based matchmaking is actually confirmed as being ERMM, or engagement, retention, matchmaking. Again, that is engagement, retention, matchmaking. This was a project by Bobby Kotick and some of his high-level executives. This isn't a conspiracy theory or anything like that. This is real life. And the whole point of it is to get newer Call of Duty players in the door. What that means is for people like myself and like you guys that are playing the Call of Duty franchise and are loyal to the game and have actually put in sweat, tears, and giblet juice, gamer goo, into the game to get good, you're not getting rewarded anymore because you're not really kicking ass anymore, because you get match made with a bunch of sweat lords, because over the last few games, it's taking all that into account with your overall KD ratio and your overall time to kill and stuff like that. And all these factors that it's watching you in real time while you play, and it's making it to where you never play with an average lobby. What I say an average lobby, good old fashioned traditional Call of Duty, where it would be a mixed bag. This song is boring. I don't like it. A mixed bag of sweat lords, a mixed bag of average player, a mixed bag of new players that you can kind of romp on, you know, Christmas noobs that just got the game on Christmas, so you can slap them around a little bit. That's enjoyable when you can play some people that are worse than you, play some people that are your level, and play some people that are better than you. Unfortunately, if your KD ratio is a 1.1 or higher, which is considered average, the average for a Call of Duty, any Call of Duty, but we'll say Warzone and Cold War because those are the two out right now. An average KD ratio is about a 1.1. So if you have anything above that, you're getting match made with absolute sweats. And if you are above average, so you have a 2.6 or something like that, which is actually pretty good, then you're getting match made with the top 1% of Call of Duty players, absolute sweat lords. And this isn't because it's trying to keep the game fun and fresh for you and other players. It's because they don't want you in a lobby with a bunch of new players absolutely beating the shit out of them and fucking them in the ass. They want, I forgot I had that echo on there, effing them in the A. They want them to feel safe. They want each COD lobby to be a safe space for them. And that's not what it should be. That's ridiculous. That makes it unfortunate for Call of Duty players that are average to slightly above average. I don't know why I'm pointing at myself. We'll just, you know, average to slightly above average or well above average. You're getting match made with sweat lords, not because they want to challenge you, because there's a whole mode for that. You could play ranked if you want to do that. You could play leagues if you want to do that. You could play tournaments, monetary paid tournaments. But they put you in lobbies where everyone's playing like it's a tournament. Every casual lobby is like it's a tournament. Sliding, B-hopping, snap aiming, headphones cranked to 11, G Fuel dripping off the mustache. Like, you know, you're playing with the top 1% of Call of Duty players, which is good because it forces you to become a better player because you're playing against professional esports athletes and whatnot. When you're getting match made and you see 3 FaZe Clan members in there, 2 TTVs, 2 more YTs or YouTubers that you know are full-time YouTubers because you recognize the name, and everyone in there is either a streamer, a YouTuber, or a professional esports athlete on a well-known team, and you're like an average dude that just got off work and you're trying to kick your boots off, crack a beer, and play a casual match. That's when you have to be like, Bobby Kotick, damn you! And he's just like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. So yeah, that right there makes it very unenjoyable. And that ERMM, or engagement retention matchmaking, stretches not only traditional Call of Duty, so team deathmatch and free-for-all, but also into their baby, which is the Battle Royale mode, Warzone. So that to me is a big issue, because if we want hard matches, excessively hard, difficult matches, we will launch into a league match, or we will launch into ranked, not just a casual COD match when you're looking for a casual experience. And this is kind of a pro. You could look at it as a pro, but I kind of see it as a negative, and that is that the game is easy to stream. It's so easy to stream that everyone plays it. That's why it has the highest, it's one of the highest viewed platforms or games on Twitch daily, is because it's an easy game to stream. There's going to be a lot of times, as it is a BR, where you can check chat and communicate with people while you're playing, because it is a battle royale and there's really nothing going on. You don't need to be actively engaged in a gunfight or listening for footsteps. So you can talk to your chat and stuff. It also does have enough exciting moments to keep your viewers hooked. So it's exciting enough to keep people viewing, but it's not exciting enough like when I'm playing 6v6 multiplayer, team deathmatch, or free-for-all, where I have to constantly be like, I can quickly look up and answer somebody's question, or be like, hey, thank you for the donation, or oh, you got a big schmeckle, thank you for following. But more or less, I have to be glued to the monitor if I want to stay competitive, because, well, I've been ERMM'd with some sweat lords, and it's constant action, which actually gets you better at first-person shooters, because I just instantly respawn and I'm back there in the fight. So it's just like constant shooting. It's almost like when you run an aim trainer program on something like Steam. As we're a BR, you have a lot of downtime where you're collecting loot, or you're just running around the map, you know, maybe looking for a vehicle. So it's an easy game to stream, and because of that, it's overly saturated. So many people play it. That just means that you're going to find so many players that statistically, some of them are going to end up being cheaters, because it's actually not that hard to run a program like a bot or a script in the background that helps you cheat, which is ridiculous and despicable. And please, none of you Stallions or Stallionettes do that. Actually get better at playing a game, because you'll never get better at first-person shooters when you can see everyone through the walls and you can pre-fire people before they see you, because you can lock onto their foreheads. Just don't do it. Specifically Warzone, I just feel like, in comparison to, if I'll probably do an episode one day, a stream where I do a tier list, a ranked tier list with all the battle royales, all of them, even the niche ones that not a lot of people play, like Spellbreak. And we'll break it down, and spoiler alert for you guys, Warzone will be near the bottom. Will it be an F tier? No. Will it be a D tier? Maybe, but probably not. I think I most likely will place it at a C tier, because it is an average game. At its core, it is average. It's enjoyable. I do actually like playing it, but it has a lot of issues that a lot of games are not plagued by. Like balancing issues, like ridiculous bugs and glitches, like a savagely intrusive ERMM, like the fact that it's oversaturated because everyone and their mom just wants to play it because it's the cool thing to do, because they saw Nick and Tim doing it. Granted, they're actually playing Apex now. And the thing is, though, it'd be understandable if they didn't have any anti-cheat, but they actually do, though. They have an anti-cheat program that runs every time you launch the game, and it's not doing its job well enough. Or it is, but to the fact to where, the point to where... So, share my screen again here, guys. I do have some articles cited here just to solidify the statements that I made earlier. Just set them in granted, because I'm just some random dude on the internet, right? Granted, I do an excessive amount of research on these games, and, well, it's kind of my job to keep up with the esports community and the gaming community and industry as a whole. So I do a lot of research on, well, sure enough, Call of Duty, because they come out once per year, and they are some of the best-selling games. In fact, the franchise itself, slightly behind Grand Theft Auto, is one of the highest, at least monetary, selling games. Concurrent players, Minecraft and Fortnite, are still up there, but Call of Duty is a very, very popular game. So it's definitely something that I keep up with. It just seems like the general consensus in the gaming community is that it has some major issues.